Vancouver. My name's PJ. This is the basketball show for the Filipino community, and this is a fun episode because it is the season finale. Hey. Final episode, guys, season 1. Now joining me are my co-hosts. We got Marky Mark. Check out, he has his patented scarf, but also this is the first time you'll ever see his legs.
These calves.
We got a ball here and we got a ball in his calves.
Forgot my
for
pants.
real. And then we got Mr. JR right here, man with the smiles and with the camera. All right, so you know how we do it. We like to go straight into basketball-related news and topics. So let's run it down. What do we have?
So recently, obviously we've seen the Olympics pass by, and congratulations to the USA men's basketball team. They won gold with a dominating win against...
What was the score? Do you know
30,
the score?
it was a 30 point, I think it was 96-66. It was a 30-point win.
It was a big game.
Yeah, it was a big win. But it's something that we all expected to happen already. And it's just great to see how well the US has kept this tradition in terms of dominating the basketball in the Olympics. And it's just great to see that this year we saw so many different players stepped up. And we saw different players actually play, because we saw Kobe play, LeBron, Steph, James Harden. This year, the only superstar that we really saw was Kevin Durant, but the rest was
Kevin Durant only?
in the sense of the previous Carmelo Anthony.
Okay,
Carmelo
In
Anthony's
terms
the
of
leader.
people that shined this
There we
year.
go.
Right, were people that you didn't, that are new in the Olympics, right? I mean, DeRozan stepped up, and something that I probably were so surprised to see. And Lowry, right? They played well together, and it's just great to see that different players this year stepped up and actually filled that role that other superstars like Steph.
Yeah, that's the next generation. That's like 10-man roster that, no, not a 10-man roster, but those 10 players have not been playing for the USA men's basketball team ever, but now they are, and now we have the Kevin Durant, Carmelo Anthony passing the torch. Well, Carmelo Anthony passing the torch because he is retiring for USA men's basketball team. So hopefully he's not tired, so he can play for the Knicks and win them a championship.
How many Olympics has he won now? 4?
Four, yes.
4 Olympics. Congrats to Carmelo.
Carmelo.
Like 4 gold or 3 gold and like 1 bronze or 1 silver.
It's amazing to have. I mean, for his career, that's something that...
There's also Coach K's last
last, yeah.
And hopefully next 4 years we can get to see LeBron James back, because that's what he said. Talked about being like seeing all those guys play. Is like, oh, I miss playing in USA men's basketball team. I want to do that for my last time, because you never know. Next 4 years, that's is the end of his career. He could go out with like a big win.
And he gets to be coached by Greg Popovich. That's probably something that he's also mentioned before. It's a privilege to be coached by someone like Greg, Coach Pop, right? And shout outs to Paul George as well, to be back in the Olympics to represent his country, right, after that gruesome injury. It's really great to see him come back, and not just play at an all-star level when he just came back this year, but to play again and represent USA. That's something that, shout outs to him. I think that's, we all should be proud to see him back, and like we can't wait to see him not just, win the gold for Olympic, but also now coming into the season, right? That's something.
That's true. We talk about representing USA. Yeah. How about the Canadian boys? We didn't really make it.
No, the Canadian boys, they didn't make it.
Team Canada?
Unfortunately, they didn't make it the past few tournaments. They had their last qualifier in France. They didn't make that. But like, hopefully they have to make it next time, next 4 years. Andrew Wiggins has to play, but under circumstances, we understand why he didn't play, because of a new coach, new season. He wants to get ready for his like sophomore or junior year, playing for his Timberwolves team that could eventually make to the playoffs. But there's also the Canadian women team that they made it to Olympics, but they got shot out in the last few games. Unfortunately, they lost. So. Kia Nurse, she said that she blamed herself for them losing, but I mean, they've done a great job for the whole Canadian basketball team, or whole Canadian basketball scene for Canada.
And again, 4 years is a very long time.
It's true.
4 years, we see all the Canadian boys in there with Tyler Ennis, we see Andrew Wiggins, like you said. 4 years is a long time to develop and really like meld into their teams. So what can we expect? Or let's just jump into our exciting news. Like, what do we expect coming into the next season? Not only from the Canadian boys, but where are we looking and where are we excited for?
To me, I just want to see all the new players from different teams. Most of them are getting a fresh new start. I mean, a lot of them are signing into one-year deals because of the new salary cap.
More money.
Just to make more money. But it's really exciting to see. Like, I mean, Rajon Ronda's jumped into different, teams now, and like he's still finding that team that he could really call his home since Boston days. Derrick Rose is getting a new start, maybe taking off that burden that he had to carry Chicago for so many years, and now he has to have a fresh start in New York. That's something I'm excited. I want to see players that played really well in the NBA, like Ty Lawson. I want to see them get this opportunity that they have now to see if they can come back to that form that they had where they were at an all-star level, really, right? Derrick Rose, Rondo, and Ty Lawson, and Dwight Howard, obviously, as well, right? That fresh new start, I want to see them get that opportunity, and that's what I'm excited about.
You talk about the reappearance of these stars, right?
Yeah.
But there's also, don't you forget, there's new faces coming in, right? We talked about, throughout the season, we talked about our picks, right? I think I had Kay Felder.
The rookies this year are so
the
exciting.
rookies are just
to watch.
exciting, right?
Their summer league games were just so impressive. Like, I mean, like most of them are NBA ready. And it's so exciting that so many of them have so many different skill sets that fit into, they're so unique. Like watching Ben Simmons play, it's so unique. Watching Jaylen Brown, watching Ben Ingram play, it's so unique. And it's something, that NBA fans should be excited to watch because they all have so many different skill sets and they're so unique that it's just a different draft class that we've seen in the past few years.
Just different personnel because we also, just to remind you, we've lost people too.
Yes.
Amari, we talked about Amari, we lost
Kobe's
Kobe.
done.
Tim Duncan.
It's gonna be a weird season that a lot of people are leaving, especially when you see new faces like what Mark said. Derrick Rose is not a Chicago Bull anymore. Dwayne Wade is not a Heat, and Kevin Durant is not a Thunder player. So especially those matchups between the first matchup between Golden State and Oklahoma City Thunder, that's the most one I talked about it. I'm anticipating for those type of matchups that rivalry game, that coming back to the original team, to see what that happens for the next season.
What's exciting to see is how competitive the West will get now. Like who is gonna jump from non-playoff team to a playoff team? Who will jump from 8 seed to I just want to see, because there's so many changes that happen, not just in the West but in the East. I just want to see all that, who's going to make that surprising comeback, or who's going to make that disappointing season, because it's
again,
so
the season is
different-
going to be interesting. It's going to be full of surprises. But next up, we could talk about this all day, but next up in our segment of highlights, we're going to choose videos that we think throughout the season is worthy of really showing you guys again, because this is the finale, so we want to show you which videos we really want to show repeatedly, or if we missed the video, to show you guys. So when you come back, we're going to show you these 3 videos that we've chosen.
Hi, I'm Preet. I used to be a housewife, but then I heard about National Institute and their beauty-related amazing programs. They have aesthetic hairstyling, makeup artistry, and paramedical skincare programs. I joined cosmetology diploma program. It helped me to change my life. Also, after the graduation, the Institute helped me for the job placement. Now I'm a confident and successful career woman. If you want to change your life and want a successful career, call National Institute today.
Welcome back to the crossover. This is the segment that I like, and I love this because we're going to show our favorite videos throughout the season. So I haven't seen any of their videos, and I've only seen my video once. So who's going to go first?
I'll go first.
I want to see what you got.
What you got,
So,
Jack?
yeah, this video, we never showed this video throughout the season, but this video is one that I found out, this past summer, because usually in LA, there's a league, a Pro-Am league called Drew League. We also have a Pro-Am league in Toronto called Crown League, and most of the great highlights of the summer basketball highlights are shown during those games. So this is one of the highlights, and in LA at the Drew League. Go check this out.
Oh, spin move. Get that out.
But watch this. Go!
my
Dunk!
God.
Oh,
Who's that?
Who's
that?
Amped up. His name is Shannon Sharp. Former NBA player, I think.
Shannon Sharp?
Shannon
I
Sharp.
thought he was Shannon Brown. Shannon Brown's hops too.
No,
I've never seen him.
Shannon Sharp
Shannon
cut through
Sharp.
the D with the
Look at the
dunk.
reaction from the bench, the crowd. They're still astonished about what just happened because he just went out for the block, thought the play was over, but went
guy's
back.
laughing.
He went back and dunked it on him.
Let's see that
Watch
one
it.
more time.
So
That's a good
That's a
block.
good
though. Look at that
spin
though.
move.
That block
Ah,
was nasty.
I thought that was the highlight, but
now he goes for a poster dunk. Look at the crowd. Look at
my.
the crowd. Every man was like surprised at the dunk.
My.
Oh
Throw
my
the
goodness.
hammer. Like Shaq's the hammer.
So you saw it there, man. That was a great dunk, the poster dunk that they've done. Like that's a crazy dunk. We thought the game was gonna be, thought the play was gonna be over because of that.
The block.
Big block. But he comes back in, goes for the slam dunk, and posters him. He's taller than the dunker. Shannon Sharp, that's his name. Look out for Drew League every year, and also Crown League in Toronto. Best Pro-Am league in Toronto. Check it out every year, downtown Toronto. That's amazing. So what video guys do you guys have?
You wanna
I've
go
probably
next?
only seen that video once, but that's like, just like to see that again. I was like, wow.
You've probably seen the video like on like a
Yeah,
highlight.
I've seen it probably on the
highlight-
Facebook feed like
highlight
one
Instagram
time.
video, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your video?
So my video, I've been told that I don't give much love to the Raptors. I don't give much
Rap
love
Nation.
to how
Six.
great they've done this season. So I want to give a shout out to one of my favorite plays that they did throughout the playoffs actually that they had against Miami, and I want to show just how much love I got for Kyle Lowry because that's my jersey right there, and I want to show how great he played even
It's
though
authentic.
he went through ups and downs. And this is one of probably his best play of his career right now, right? It's against Miami, tie game, and he hit a big shot. Let's see. This is where sound-wise I was still playing in JV, right? This was Miami is just up.
Before they got injured.
89, 87.
Oh, this is game one.
This was a rough game. Game one,
it's over.
right?
It's
so
over.
Miami's up
Miami
by 3.
took it.
There goes the-
3.3
there goes
They
the
got to
Dagger.
inbound in half court. They got to inbound in half court. Where are they gonna go, right? Pass it to
3.3
Kyle Lowry.
seconds.
He almost lost the ball.
He just throws
and
it up
chucked
there.
it. Bam!
Oh
Bam!
my
Who would have thought that would go in?
Lee.
Who would have thought that would go in?
Yo,
Half
you know
court.
who thought that would go in? Kyle Lowry.
Look at Dwayne Wade. He's tired. He thought he was gonna win, and now they got a chance.
They-
Ah,
look,
look
at, look at the people at Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park.
Yo, I
was
see you,
killing
JR. I
it,
see you, man, right there.
right?
Nah, that's not me.
Watch Dwayne Wade at the end. Watch Dwayne Wade right there. He knew he
No,
was gonna
like,
go in right there.
he buckled.
Look at that. Dwayne Wade just went down like, oh, really now? Look at
buckled.
Dwayne Wade. Look at Dwayne Wade. Why? Like why?
Why?
Right? Well,
Lowry's
get-
like, yo.
But
Let's go
Lowry
home.
still had a trash game.
He's like, let's go home. We're already home. 1990.
Lowry had an up and down playoff game, like playoff series, not even just against Miami, but even against Indiana. So I just want to give him love because he went through the ups and downs, the mental game, really. Like him and DeRozan were getting criticized for just how bad they were playing throughout the whole playoffs, not just this year, but the past few seasons already. And here, Kyle Lowry showed that, he didn't took it into consideration that all the games that he's been playing, even though he wasn't playing well. He took it into his hands as saying, hey, it's not over yet. Like, I want to show not just the Raptors fans, but the whole organization, the whole NBA, that he deserved to be an All-Star. And that shot just proved that, why Kyle Lowry was one of the best players
Yeah.
the Raptors have
And
ever had.
That was a
So-
circus shot,
Yeah,
though.
it was.
It was a
But
circus
like,
shot.
I remember that game. It was an overtime game, and they lost. And Kyle Lowry was so mad at himself, not playing well during the Pacers series, and not playing well in the first game of the Heat series. That's why he went upstairs, back on the official court of the Raptors, and started practicing his
He was
shots.
shooting around late night,
Shooting
right?
around
Yeah.
at 1 a.m. I was following on Twitter. Every reporter was talking about, why is Kyle still here? He's supposed to go home, go rest up for the next game. But he was mad at himself, shooting basketballs, and like,
That was an impossible shot. That
Yeah.
was like half-court impossible shot. I don't think anyone really can make
and so many people trying to run back into Jurassic Park, running back into ACC, trying to, catch the final few minutes of the overtime game. So what's your...
I remember that when people were just leaving.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
after he made that, and then people tried to come. I remember that. And like, it's crazy how like that shot is basically all heart and all mental. Because at that moment you think like if you're a normal player on the court, you think, oh, we're already lost. 3.3 seconds.
What you got to lose?
What do you got to lose?
Exactly.
Right? But Kyle Lowry chucked it up with confidence, and I went in. But what was the result of that game?
They lost.
They lost. But you know, Lowry.
Way to buzzkill that highlight, like really.
Buzzkill. Because I think my highlight's the best. Because yeah, you're tying Lowry's shot. It was okay.
I'm giving love to the
crazy.
Raptors. Okay, I'm giving my last love to the Raptors before season ends. Our season ends.
The last love. You heard that there. He's not jumping on Raptors next season. He got his own. He's gonna be a Durant man. Durant, OKC. But talking about OKC, let's talk about my video. This is what made everyone really question whether 2K was really designed right. And you'll know what I mean by this. So check out this video. This is Stephen Curry, game-winning shot against the OKC Thunder. All right, so we see a
bad
play.
shot, but Westbrook always takes bad shots.
Gives it to Stephen Curry, 4 seconds, pulls it from,
He had so much time.
3 steps. Yeah, he didn't even have to shoot it.
They had so much time.
Look at that shot.
They had a timeout too.
Bang. Bang, bang.
He didn't have to shoot a 3 either. He didn't have to shoot that far either.
Look how far that is. Oh my.
Swish
That's
too.
like, look, this is what turned into a meme too after this. Is there the dance? There's no dance. Here's the dance.
There you go.
Hey, oh.
He made that shimmy ball.
He
made that
and
shimmy
then,
a big
okay,
thing.
we didn't see the little 1-2 step, but here we go again. Rebound, passes it to Stephen Curry, brings it up. Didn't have to shoot it, but he did. Bang. No board. Wait, was it Lowry one a board?
No.
No,
That was
okay.
a switch too.
I'm just trying to say that Stephen Curry's better, obviously.
They're just as good.
And Stephen Curry, bang, showing love to all his teammates. Nice looking shot. And there it goes in. That is Stephen Curry. There shouldn't be any surprise there. He just makes ridiculous shots, trick shots, 3 points. He's just one hell of an athlete, if I can say that.
I remember that whole sequence because I was like sitting at home eating my food and trying to determine what was happening. And like they were coming back from Golden State was losing at that time, and then it came back, made a comeback, and they shot some clutch shots. And yeah, it was a tie game. Stephen Curry didn't have to shoot. He didn't have to shoot. He could just send it to overtime. He didn't have to shoot a 3, and he didn't have to shoot a 3 from that far ahead. And he was so confident in himself. And that was the craziest game winner of the whole season, in my opinion.
Like I said, that changed what people thought about 2K because people wanted to recreate that shot and they couldn't do it on 2K. But guess what? Guess who can do it? Stephen Curry.
I think after he won the MVP, that's when 2K made another version of Steph Curry where his 3-pointer was 99, where he could literally make that half-court shot easy. That's what 2K did. But thank you, 2K, for doing that. So now we can do that too.
Hail Steph Curry. Next up on Crossover, Spotlight. Which issue will be under the spotlight? It's all coming up next on the Crossover.
Hi, I'm Preet. I used to be a housewife, but then I heard about National Institute and their beauty-related amazing programs. They have aesthetic hairstyling, makeup artistry, and paramedical skincare programs. I joined cosmetology diploma program. It helped me to change my life. Also, after the graduation, the institute helped me for the job placement. Now I'm a confident and successful career woman. If you want to change your life and want a successful career, call National Institute today.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed all those highlights that we showed you. There was 3 of them. You know, mine was obviously better. I don't know about these guys. But each highlight had their own impact, and you could see that we were very excited to show them once again. Or if we didn't show you throughout the season, like JR's highlight, that it was great as well. That poster was just amazing. All right? Crazy. So now we're going to go into the issue. So basically, we want to know throughout the season, what was our favorite NBA moment throughout this 2015-2016 season? That's the issue under the spotlight.
My favorite NBA moment of the 2015-2016 season is the Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine dunk show. That was probably the most creative, exciting, and just crazy dunks that I've ever seen since Vince Carter has his way with everybody. I mean, Aaron Gordon had that behind the legs dunks, and Zach LaVine was just so smooth in every single one of his dunks. But I really think that Aaron Gordon should have won it. But with all the 50s that were just coming out in every single dunk, it just made it so exciting, and it put dunk contest back to life. And that was my favorite moment. What do you got, JR?
My favorite NBA moment is Kobe's final game. It was an incredible game to watch while trying to switch channels, checked out the Warriors are doing in making history. But I was more focused on this final game from Kobe. I've never witnessed a final game like this. All the hype was built up to this last game where all the stars were in LA and a longer introduction than usual for Mr. Bryant before the game. I remember midway through the season, Shaq's interview question to Kobe on Inside the NBA where he just wanted to have Kobe drop 50 points for him, and Kobe denied wanting to do that. And he just said that he was grateful in actually playing his last game. Throughout the game, there was so many moments being replayed on the broadcast, but while this happened, Kobe is playing at his all-time best for his final game. He started dropping 20 points, then 30 points, then 40. I honestly thought that he was going to definitely drop 50 points on his last game, but he did. Not only that, but he went further and scored 60 points for his last game, almost near to the final whistle. The game was amazing because of the Kobe final game storyline and how the Lakers and Jazz were in a close game situation, but Kobe was able to hit the dagger shot before the game ended. The commentary was on point, the crowd was getting all excited and cheering on, such as Kobe, Snoop Dogg, and Kanye. Kobe's final game ended up in a surprise way to end a career, dropping 60 points and walking off the court for the last time in the NBA. PJ, what you got?
What's my favorite moment of the 2015-2016 season? You know, we're in Toronto, the 6th. So I have to say, Toronto Raptors showing up not only for the All-Star festivities, but, you know, we made it past round 1. Okay, that's good. But we made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, took 2 games. And guess what? The NBA knows who we are now. Even LeBron says our fans are such a crazy fan base, and it's true. Have you seen Jurassic Park? Where else is there somewhere like that? Also, when you're inside the arena, if someone's shooting a free throw, literally noise is up to like crazy levels. So I just want to say it's just a fun time for the Toronto Raptors. It's a fun time that even next season, who knows what we'll do. So that's what my favorite moment of the 2015-2016 season is. It's Toronto Raptors, you know, doing All-Star and also making a name for themselves in the NBA. I hope you enjoyed all our perspectives on what we thought was our favorite NBA moment in the 2015 and 2016 season. Make sure to comment on our social media channels. It's at The Crossover FTV. Tell us what your favorite moment is, or even just agree which moment you liked the best, whether it was the highlights that you saw a segment ago, or even what we just said in Spotlight. Now, let's look at community events under the bulletin. Make sure you check out those community posts and those events coming up. I know this is the end of the season 1, but the start of season 2, we're actually going to show the footage where we're on Pennsylvania. That's Napa. That's where we're going. Mark and I are going there. JR, I don't know, he's working. He's doing his own thing. But you know, basketball, ball is life. Basketball is happening everywhere. And now that our season's coming to the end,
Don't cry.
I was going to cry a bit.
You just want to give a shout out.
Let's give shout outs. Let's just reminisce on what our favorite moments were, I guess, throughout the season. I know it's working with me, but aside from that,
working with me.
What was your what stood out the most throughout this shooting of The Crossover, the basketball show for the Filipino community?
My favorite is just to go through all. It's basically when you watch basketball games, it's fun, and when you watch all these highlights that happen, it's fun. But when you actually get to talk about it and actually look back at them, it's just, to me, that's my favorite, because we're looking back at how great that play was, we're looking back at how great the season was for certain players, for certain teams, and it's just good to just talk about it and just look back at it, because a lot of work were put in by these players and by these coaches and teams, right? And it's just fun to just come out here and, three of us here, and just to talk about it without having no words, just talking about whatever comes out of our head, what we saw, what we feel comes out of here.
Mark's saying it's very therapeutic. It's a way to just, to very stressed, to relax, and very just be like, it's good to watch basketball. It's a game we all love, and it's a game we enjoy watching and we like playing. So
that's why we're here. We want to give a show for the Filipino community about basketball.
Ding, 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 ding! He finally got what our show is about. But JR, in all seriousness, what was your favorite, moment, or what did you enjoy most of shooting this season?
I think Mark said it on his Facebook Live. You go check it out at the Crossover FTV.
The live.
We talked about going on location, seeing all those tournaments, seeing all those young kids, also older people playing basketball. Man, they love basketball so much, especially for the Filipino community. We want to broaden our viewership, but we do try to focus on Filipinos right now. But it's great to see that there's so many supportive people helping these young kids, young Filipinos, to get into the sport of basketball. How you see those older people that they make up a tournament such as Mabuhay Cup.
Yeah.
Taste of Asia.
Taste of Asia.
All those tournaments and events. They want to make sure that the Filipino community is growing, especially through the sport of basketball, whether it be food, culture, or music, but especially just. We only care about basketball, though.
Basketball is a great way for everyone to come together. And that's why I think that's my favorite moment, to just be able to come together. Like you guys said, we're together here, we're talking about basketball, and also being on location and seeing everyone come together for the game of basketball and just meeting, It's funny because I actually met my relative through basketball. It's true. I went to Mississauga Filipino League and we found out that he was our relative. So basketball does, bridge everything. But
We became best friends through basketball.
So what I'm excited for, and I'm just going to end this quick, is that we have in season 2, we have exciting new developments. We have probably 2 or 3 new segments that we're gonna do, and we're interviewing a lot of people. So this is gonna be exciting. Make sure you stay tuned with the Crossover. Follow our tags at the Crossover FTV and stay ballin'.